ever taken a selfie, looked at it, and thought, if only my face looked a little slimmer, if only my eyes were bigger, if only my skin was clearer? For many of us, those are just passing thoughts. But in South Korea, these thoughts are not just occasional, they have become a way of life. South Korea is often called the beauty capital of the world. Streets in Seoul's Gangnam district are lined with plastic surgery clinics the way coffee shops line streets in other countries. According to Annie Jean, South Korea is sometimes called the cosmetic surgery capital of the world. The country has the highest rate of cosmetic surgery per capita in the world, with estimates suggesting that nearly 1 in 3 young Korean women between the ages of 19 and 29 has undergone a cosmetic procedure. So the question we need to ask is not why is Korean beauty so popular, but are Korean beauty standards pushing perfection too far? Korean beauty standards are some of the most rigid in the world. Pale skin, double eyelids, a small nose, a slim jawline, and a thin body. Anyone who does not naturally meet these standards feels like an outsider. A survey by the Ministry of Gender Equality in South Korea found that 70% of young women feel pressured to diet, and many reported feeling ashamed of their natural features. This pressure does not just come from media, it comes from peers, parents, and potential employers. According to Francisca Paget, fainting is very common among K-pop idols, and the cause is the strict diets enforced by the company. The link between beauty standards and self-esteem is undeniable. In Korea, body image dissatisfaction is a leading contributor to depression among young people. Studies show that young women who compare themselves to K-pop idols or heavily edited Instagram influencers are more likely to experience anxiety and eating disorders. Think about that. A culture that should be celebrating youth and individuality is instead teaching young people to hate what makes them unique. This is perhaps the most alarming. In South Korea, appearance is often considered alongside qualifications during job applications. Some companies even required applicants to include a photo on their resume. Research from the Korean Women Development Institute found that attractive individuals are more likely to be hired and promoted regardless of their skills or experience. In other words, beauty is not just a personal concern, but a form of social currency that can determine your future. And it is not just in Korea anymore. The K-beauty wave has gone global, exporting these impossible standards to every corner of the world. This pressure to be perfect is making people sick mentally, emotionally, and physically. And the worst part? It is so normalized that many don't even recognize it as a problem anymore. Turn on a K-drama or scroll through K-pop fan accounts and you will see images of perfect people. But what we don't see is the Photoshop, filters, professional makeup, and cosmetic enhancements behind those faces. What we are left with is an unattainable fantasy. When people compare themselves to these illusions, they are set up for a lifetime of disappointment. So, what can we do about it? First, promote diverse definitions of beauty. We need to broaden our understanding of what beauty looks like. Entertainment companies, influencers, and media platforms should begin highlighting individuals with a wide variety of natural features, such as faces and bodies that truly reflect the diversity of society, rather than presenting only a polished, filtered version of reality. Second, hold the media accountable. The entertainment industry has a massive influence on shaping beauty standards. If K-pop companies and advertisers start normalizing natural appearances and showing idols without excessive editing, it would send a powerful message. Beauty is not perfection, beauty is authenticity. Third, invest in education and awareness. Schools and families should teach young people how to critically analyze the media they consume. When children learn from an early age that many of the images they see are edited, they are less likely to fall into the trap of comparison. Teaching body positivity, self-acceptance, and resilience can help prevent the harmful effects of unrealistic beauty standards. Fourth, push for policy changes. Other countries have already started regulating harmful advertising. For example, in France, laws required advertisements to disclose when images have been digitally altered. South Korea could adopt similar regulations to protect young minds from deceptive marketing. Now, let's imagine two futures. In the first future, change happens. A young Korean girl walks into her high school and instead of feeling insecure about her darker skin tone, she feels proud because society has shifted to celebrate all shades of beauty. A university student preparing for job interviews knows she will be judged for her skills and personality, not the symmetry of her face. Men and women feel comfortable posting unfiltered photos online because natural appearances are valued. This is a world where people live happier, healthier lives and free from the prison of perfection. But imagine the second future, the one we are heading toward if nothing changes. More and more young people will line up at surgery clinics, convinced that their natural features are flaws. Depression and eating disorders will continue to rise as young people chase an impossible standard. Job markets will continue to reward appearance over ability, leaving behind those who cannot afford or refuse to alter themselves. In this future, perfection is an endless race that no one can win. Which of this future would you rather see? So, what can we do right here, right now? We may not be able to rewrite Korea's culture standards overnight, but we can take meaningful steps. As individuals, let's stop chasing filters and start embracing authenticity. Share unedited photos and remind people that real is beautiful. As consumers, let's support influencers, K-pop idols, and brands that promote diversity and authenticity instead of idolizing those who push impossible ideals. As peers, let's call out body shaming and encourage one another to focus on strengths, talents, and character, not just appearance. As future leaders, let's demand media and industries take responsibility for the messages they spread. Perfection is an illusion, and illusions can never bring happiness. True confidence comes from self-acceptance and embracing what makes them unique, what makes us unique. So, I leave you with this question. Will we continue to let impossible beauty standards control us, or will we choose to break free from them? The time to act is now because beauty is not about perfection. It is about being yourself.